Alright, hi everybody. It's Bonkai922. Last episode review for today. Uploaded later. Because after this is going to be the chapters, which is going to be Fairy Tale and Kenichi. A romantic comedy is wrong, as I expected. Youth romantic, you know. This one was pretty good. This gets a 4 out of 5. This one was like a reveal. I mean, last week wasn't really reveal. That was just Hachiman saw the car and he was like, you know, he knew something was up, but he didn't know fully what was up. And this episode pretty much starts off with Yui had her dog at his house. And she came to get the dog. He was like, woof, 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 woof. He was barking at the cat and shit. It was kind of funny. And he was trying to figure out how many days he had left at summer vacation. He's like, it's going to be 2 months. So, Yui shows up. She's there to take the dog back. And, you know, Iki's little sister's conniving. She's like, giving him hints like, you know, you should go with her to go see the fireworks. You know, I can't because I have studying to do for tests, but you should go because it's your fucking obligation. I thought that was funny. And he's like, ugh. So, and the name of this episode, I think, was, again, he goes down his original path. You know? Now, logistically, what happened in this episode? Logistically, the main thing that happened in this episode was they bumped into Yukino's older sister. And she spilled the beans, logistically, on the accident. That she was kind of the reason. That because earlier in the year he got hit by a car. It was their car. Now Yukino wasn't driving the car, but it was her car. And then, you know, the majority of the episode was just that him hanging out with her at the fireworks, you know, all that jazz, buying stuff for his younger sister, and then nothing really hit home until they bumped into the older sister. And, you know, the way she was talking, it was to suggest that, when they were, like, talking about him and Yui, she was talking about him and Iki and Yui, like, oh, she said, Yukino lost out again. That was like, that kind of set up a flag there to suggest that, you know, she's alone, Yukino, and she can't be with him, so to speak. And, you know, he found out the truth, and you know, Hachiman wasn't really too, you know, he was water under the bridge. You know, he's moving on, and that's all there is to it. But he felt it was kind of weird. It was a weird situation because the way the older sister was acting, it was like, yeah, she's being, well, not bitch, but she was like edging him on. So later, after the fireworks display, and they go home, Yui was continuously telling him that you will help her. You know, you're going to help Yukino. You know, so on and so forth. And he was like telling her, no, I only did those things for certain situations, and so on and so forth. And what was interesting when they went back to school was how Hachiman was looking at himself. He actually said, in quote, that for the first time, he despised himself. Because there's this one scene where they meet up, Yukino and hachiman, and she says, "Oh, you saw my sister?" And he says, "Yeah." And she's about to say something about the whole incident, and he cuts her off and says, "Oh, we have club today, right?" And she says, "Yeah, we were going to meet up at the club." And that's where it ends. And he goes in the classroom and he sits down and he says to himself that he admired her. He liked her in a way. And says now he despised himself for what happened. And in next week's episode, I believe it's going to be called There's Still Distance Between Us, but the cultural festival turned into a carnival. And I really, this episode, we found out how it happened. We found out how that accident happened when they first met, so on and so forth. And even though it wasn't Yukino's fault and everything, that whole jazz, you got this sense from there was another thing I wanted to mention for this review. When Yui told Yukino's older sister, "Oh, she wants to go to this university," and she was saying to her that there were people who would reject her, who would be angry, be jealous of her, and reject her. That was an old flag up there when it concerned Yukino. So this was like a weird episode. It was like showing all the different things of Yukino when she wasn't there that she went through and everything from her sister. Yeah. So, but I think what's going to happen now, I mean, this is episode 9. I think we're going to have a situation where, yeah, Hachiman's going to have to belly up. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. He's going to belly up. And this is not really about him now. This is about Yukino. At least that's what I think. This is more about Yukino. And just like Yui said, gonna have to help her. Yeah. So this should be interesting. This should be an interesting flow of events. But like I said, next week episode, it's going to be about the cultural festival. There's still, and she even says that at the moment, club activities canceled for the club festival. And it seems like the next cultural festival, next week's episode, there's some conflict, a little bit. So, but I think now you begin to see something else happen with Hachiman. We're going to get to see something different with him. And it's going to evolve into something more, Because this episode really just, it was there. This is what, who caused him his car accident. And all that other jazz. So, we'll see what happens next week. I like this episode. I thought they put it out there, and the whole thing with her older sister was just like, damn. This show really gets you because it's like one of those shows. This anime is like one of those animes where not novels, where the character kind of grows in a way. You guys know what I mean? And he starts to, change as he goes along. And I guess that's the whole message that was supposed to be put when that stupid teacher said, "You had to go in the volunteer code group." I'm like, fuck you, bitch. That was the whole bit. But in the end, not only is he, it's a double way. Almost like a double sword. Not only are they trying to help him, now he has to help Yukino. Because of how she is. You know, because of what his older sister told him about people resenting her and all that other jazz. So yeah, should be interesting. We'll see how this ends as we go along. But this was a good episode, like I said, people. This is Bankai 922. Nothing really else left to do except Fairy Tale. And Kenichi. Kenichi should be good. Aside from that, I guess I'll let everyone know later today about the banners. Like I said before in the other video I did, I think it was not this video, it was Crime Match video review. I said about the second channel, Evil King of Anime Versus. That one needs a banner as well. So if anyone of my subs or anyone else, ShizGFX, want to get into a live stream, all you gotta do is make sure to put it say Bankai 922 King of Anime Versus. King or Evil King of Anime Versus. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So Shiz GFX, all you need to do, same one you have, same one. Just take it, and on the bottom, instead of saying Bankai 922 King of Bankais, King of Titans, Bankai 922 Evil King of Anime Versus. Yeah, that's all you have to do. No, you don't have to add any characters. You just put that in the... So yeah. And that's all I got for you guys. Bankai 922. I'll see you guys later. Shit got revealed in this episode. See what my man Hachiman's gonna do with Yukino. This is some troubled waters. Yeah. See you guys later.